Hello and welcome to Update Novi. I'm your host Sheryl Walsh, and with me today at the beautiful Paradise Park in Novi is the Honorable Mayor Bob Gatt. Welcome, Mayor.
Thank you for having me again.
And with us here is the owner, would that be correct?
Yes.
Of Paradise Park, Theresa Wainwright. Welcome, Theresa.
Hi, thank you.
Thanks for joining us, and thanks for having us here today. It's the sun's now coming out that you're here on set chatting with us. It's been such an overcast day, and now that you're here, the sun's coming
Well,
out.
thank you. Welcome. We're glad to have you.
You know, Mayor and I were chatting last week or so, and we said, we haven't been out here in a while. You've got a lot of new things going on since you first opened, and we were out here. When did you open? How many years ago?
It'll be 9 years, August 28th.
I was guessing 6, so it's 9 years.
It's been 9.
Wow. Oh my goodness. And it has grown and expanded since then, obviously. Tell us a little bit about what you offer here at Paradise Park.
It's a 10-acre facility, indoor and outdoor. We're open year-round. In the last couple of years, we have miniature golf,
Okay.
go-karts, laser tag, climbing wall, trampoline. We have a new spaceship simulator ride. We've added indoors miniature bowling in the last couple of years, our kiddie carts, and last year we added a full bar.
I was going to say, you're missing something.
Yep, we got it. Novi granted us a liquor license, and that has worked wonderful with our corporate events.
Oh, so 9 years ago when you opened, the whole premise was family fun, etc., kid birthday parties, that type of thing. But being able to have liquor, alcohol, it also now is a corporate retreat.
Yes, we do a lot of corporate team building. We've had a wedding here of 2 families joining that were married before that both had kids, wanted to merge the family. We've done bridal showers,
fun.
wedding rehearsals. So yeah, it's really changed from the course that Jeff and I had planned.
Very nice. And now you mentioned Jeff. We must tell everyone that is your husband, that you guys own this together. And anyone that has ever been here has seen the two of you out and about here, because you are here day and night, both of you. Whenever I come, I see you out running around, and Jeff. And literally, you guys are the not just the backbone, but heart and soul of the organization.
Yeah, we both love the park. Both of our children are also employed here, and it's very family run and operated.
The indoor facility that you mentioned for showers, rehearsal dinners, etc., you put up tents.
Yes, we do.
Okay, so people that think if they've been here and they see the inside, that you're not limited there. People that want to have a bigger event or venue, you can actually put up a large tent and host things with food and the alcohol out here, right amongst all of the outdoor activities.
That is correct. We can put up any size tent. We've hosted events up to about 5,000 people.
Wow. Large, very large.
Very large.
You mentioned, and it's in the background, a spaceship.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that. People are familiar with the go-karts, putt-putt, they understand that. But when you say spaceship, and if they've driven by on Grand River, they see the lit up, we were chatting earlier, it shines as bright can be.
Oh, yes, it does.
Tell us a little bit about what it is, because it's not just something that people can walk up, see, touch. It's actually a ride or an experience that they can actually go in and of itself.
That is correct. It is a space simulator.
Okay.
So when you enter it, it has 44 seats. It has a large 70-inch high-definition television to view one of 6 shows that we currently have. They're about 4 or 5 minutes in length. And as you're going through this majestic ride, the spaceship goes up 30 feet in the air, and it rolls from side to side on a 60-degree angle, and it's really an awesome ride. You should try it.
Okay. So do you hear the sound? Do you actually feel like you're taking off in a ship?
Yes, you can feel all the vibrations.
Okay.
You can feel and see the visual effects as you're breaking through Earth and going on and seeing the planetary. So yes.
Very fun. Where did the idea for something like this come from? I guess I'm asking because I don't think I've ever seen something like that in relation to a park such as yours.
It is kind of new and it's kind of unique. And Jeff, along with a friend, partnered together to be able to bring this to the city of Novi.
Okay, very cool. Very cool. I mean, did you ask for this? Because I know you've always wanted to be an astronaut in your next.
Well, some people say I'm up in outer space all the time. So, no, let me just say this. Last winter, myself and a couple of friends came here and we played laser tag for an hour or so. And what a unique, fun experience. In fact, Theresa joined us.
Yes, I did. It was quite fun.
This is just a fun place to be.
Okay. Did you know we were talking about the spaceship?
Well, yeah, but I've changed it. You see how I segued? You see, I told you I'm kind of in outer space right now.
Were you listening to us?
Feel the vibration. See, this is what Sheryl does to me. It's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
Mayor Bob says hello.
So going back to the laser tag, did you win?
Are we talking about the space? No, I did not win. No.
Okay.
And we'll just let it go like that.
Okay.
But I had fun.
So I guess the trivia question today for you is, do you know how many gallons of ice cream that you all go through in a week here?
Oh my goodness.
Because we know.
We know.
I don't. I guess without talking to Jeff,
who's off camera, and he told us.
I wouldn't know.
Want to guess how many gallons of ice cream?
How many gallons of ice cream a week?
20?
48 a week.
48.
48. Wow.
Gallons.
Now,
but it's all the soft serve.
Why couldn't you ask me how many cakes we go through or something
Okay.
like that? But I would know.
Okay.
About 1,800 a year. Those are things I know.
Wow. Wow. 1,800 a year.
We do.
Wow. That's a lot. That's
Let's talk more about laser tag.
Okay.
Okay, I agree. Laser
ice
tag
cream.
is
That's
it.
a fun. I love ice cream.
Oh, so funny. Thoughts for the park? What if you if we sat down here 5 years from now? What would be your vision? In anything goes.
Anything
Nothing's
goes.
off limits. The city would say, "Okay, you can do that."
Woohoo! I would
saying,
like
what
that.
What would be the vision?
My vision, and Jeff and I have talked about this extensively. He would like to see batting cages go in. I think first and foremost, I'd like a wedding-style pavilion, something beautifully extravagant with big pillars. A cemented floor, elegant tables, custom, really awesome lighting. Mm-hmm. Maybe a fire pit on the outside and ceiling fans and just absolutely gorgeous lighting.
Nice.
Mayor Bob would rather see the batting cages.
Of course you would.
I'm just saying.
But we really, really need. I mean, if it really comes down to need, I would say putting up those tents.
So then people would ask, and that would be something that you could rent out, and you would
Most definitely.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Interesting.
For events, they
have
would be
things
great.
Like that. Where I work up in the Waterford area, there's a big a wedding chapel pavilion.
Okay.
But I do have to tell you, people walk in here every weekend with bats in their hands, and they are so disappointed.
Where's the cages?
We have soccer cages. When we opened, we thought we'd do something different and unusual, much like the spaceship. We're trying to be out of the box.
Sure.
Something you can find here that you wouldn't find in another entertainment city or another entertainment venue.
I've never seen a spaceship.
See, now, I thought you would have said zip lining, ropes challenge
Well,
course.
honestly, we are talking about zip lining, and we have been very seriously talking about it.
Nice.
And it is an option. We would have to use the back 4 acres that we
Right over Grand River, over to the Suburban Collection
That would be
Showplace.
awesome.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
I don't think the council will go for that. I'm just going to weigh in and say I don't think so.
No, Blair and I talked about a walkway going from
too
one
funny.
facility to another.
Sure.
We've never talked about a zip line, but I do like that
funny.
idea.
So,
But
you know what? I guess what excites me is that you're already thinking of those things. You brought the spaceship this year. That you're thinking of expanding and growing and continuing to, enhance your offerings here in Novi, which is exciting.
Most definitely. We've added something new every year, and we intend to add something new every year following. I mean, as long as it's within budget.
So let me tell you, Theresa, the last place that Mayor and I went, we did an update Novi. Mayor gave them a challenge because he wanted something named after him. And he told me on the way over here that he really likes anchovies.
I think she might be in a spaceship right now. Mayor Bob doesn't.
But he's thinking that a pizza or something, or a drink named after Mayor
that's not a
Bob
bad idea.
would be a
Mayor
great
Bob's
addition to, or his face on one of the putt-putt things that people could shoot the ball through his mouth or something would be an awesome.
You know what? We got this new astronaut in. That's about 6 foot. We can name him Mayor Bob.
It's about how much? 6 foot?
That might be a little tall.
Well, see, ladies and gentlemen, see the abuse I put up with. I can't help it. I'm vertically challenged. Okay. And by the way, most astronauts are not 6 feet tall. That's too tall for the spaceship.
Well, maybe he's 5.5. He looks big to me.
So, I mean, I know a lot of astronauts, and they're not all tall people.
Well, we'll have to get a picture of you
Well,
with him and see who's
Are you
tall.
not going to issue them a challenge to name something after
Well,
you?
you know, we
Because
did
the
our
other
last
one
one at
came through,
Georgie's,
and they came through.
They came through with some ice cream that I asked for, and it would be nice to have like a pizza here, you know, Mayor Bob's favorite or something. I
Okay.
just
Well,
think,
what
you know-
what would the ingredients be?
Oh, easy. Cheese, of course, pepperoni, Italian sausage, and hot jalapeno peppers. That's
Oh.
Mayor Bob's favorite pizza in the world.
Okay. Well, we
And not
could,
everybody likes that.
we
It leaves
could
a
do that.
burning sensation in your mouth and terrific.
Well, you know what? From our city staff, we thank you for continuing to invest in Novi. And when you all came before, you know, City Council, it must be 10 plus years ago now, having been open 9 years, with this dream and adding to the growth and the renewed development on Grand River was just amazing, and how it's taken off. And everybody in Novi and surrounding communities knows where Paradise Park is, and
Sure
it
do.
continues. And you know what? And thank you also for you and Jeff being such amazing community partners. If you ask anybody, whether you give back, whether you support, you two always, whether it be a donation here or there, giving of your time through a variety of organizations, thank you very much, because you guys really do epitomize what it means to be a community partner and
Well,
give back.
thank
So
you.
we thank you.
Jeff
You're what
and
makes
I-
Novi Novi.
Thank
It
you.
truly
We
is.
appreciate that.
People
Jeff
like
and I
you.
love being in the city of Novi. I mean, we
Well, it
couldn't
shows.
find a better home for Paradise Park, and we looked high and low, Cheryl, when we were looking for this facility and where we were going to put it. And when we both saw this plot of property, this was home from day one.
Oh, good. Well, it shows obviously by the success of the business, but also your continued involvement on several different fronts is just absolutely amazing. So I thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks for joining us on this session, I guess, or edition, because we're
Yeah.
going to come back and we're going to talk. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but we'll find something
We'll
to talk
talk.
about. We'll talk. We'll talk. But stay tuned, because when we come back for the next segment of Update Novi, Mayor Gatt and I are going to update you on all the happenings in and around our Novi community. Don't go away.
So who's going to do what?
I'll pack the dead batteries.
Great.
I'll only put what I don't need into a duffel bag.
Perfect. That's totally unhelpful.
No problem.
Meanwhile, I will try to comfort everyone by speaking in a calm voice. And who is going to handle supplies?
I can forget to do a list for us.
Thanks, pal.
We couldn't be any less prepared. I'm proud of you guys.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
Welcome back to Update Novi. We're here at Paradise Park, and you know, we had such a good time in the first segment that
Yeah.
we didn't even talk about where they're located, what their hours are,
No,
anything
no.
for Theresa.
Well, you know, if you live in Novi, you know,
where-
you know.
you
But
know
we
where
should.
it is. But they are open 7 days a week, and
Yeah.
I'm sure they have a website, paradisepark.com, or
Yeah.
we're making this up as we go. So, but people can find it. Google
They're
it.
they're on Grand River between Beck and Taft Road on the south side of the road.
Right.
Yeah.
So, how's your summer going?
You know, the summer's going by too fast.
I know.
It's the almost end of July as we tape this, and it was just Memorial Day a couple weeks ago. It seems like it's wow. I keep thinking of that winter we had, and I just hope we don't have a repeat.
I know. As we wind down summer, we've got a few things coming up. We've got on Saturday, August 23rd, we have the 1 year, believe it or not, anniversary of the opening of Pavilion Shore Park.
I know.
When you talk about time flying, it hardly seems that it's been a year
Remember
already.
that day? I mean, it was just a
It was
perfect
a
day.
perfect
It was a
perfect
warm,
day
beautiful
last year.
day, yeah.
But on Saturday, August 23rd, it's gonna be a play in the park day. There's gonna be fishing, derby boats. There's gonna be kids events and hot dogs and all
Beautiful.
kinds of fun things at Pavilion Shore Park, which is on the southeast side of Walled Lake.
Right.
For those viewing members that might not know exactly where it is. And then coming up in September, we slide into a hugely busy month. We have on September 6th, we have Ethnic Taste and Tune Fest at First
Which
Park.
is always a big deal.
Always a big deal. We have 2 different stages of entertainment going. We have ethnic tastings from a variety of different countries, from the Italian to the Mexican to Chinese. I mean, there's all different kinds of food tastings.
Anybody watching should come out that day because you really, really get a taste of what Novi's like, because we're so diverse in this community.
And you know what the fun thing is that anybody that's performing that day, they're Novi residents.
Yeah.
And they're proud of their heritage,
Oh, yeah.
the traditions of their culture.
Sure.
So they're out either dancing, singing, playing instruments, doing some type of cultural entertainment that best exhibits in their country and their heritage. So it is an absolutely fun day. 2 weeks after that, your favorite Novi event is Fall for
Fall
Nova.
for Novi, absolutely. How many years is Fall for Novi?
Oh
It's
my
got
goodness,
it's got
it's
to
gotta
be
be 13 or 14
13,
years.
14 years, yeah.
Years
And
now.
that's an open house for the community.
Yep.
We invite everybody to come in and see behind the scenes looks
Yep.
at what we do.
11 to 2. Again, free food. Police department's open. Fire department has their trucks, their vehicles displays. We're having new police departments adding new entertainment for kids and obstacle courses and shooting displays and exhibitions. And then, of course, as we shared, the entire city hall is open, the civic center, and people have the opportunity to visit one-on-one with department heads.
It's a wonderful event, and I think we're the only community, at least that I know of, that does something like this.
You know what? We've always said, it's the day, come on in, everything's open. You
Everything.
want to see it, we'll
Yeah.
show it to you. You want to see where city council meetings are held,
Right, right.
doors are open.
Walk through our jails,
you
see
can
the police
see
chief's
everything.
office. Yeah,
Yep.
everything is open.
Everything is open and available. So
And you know
that's
what? One thing we forgot to talk about, though, in between all this stuff, we got one of the largest events in the state of Michigan happening right here in Novi.
we do.
Yeah, over Labor Day weekend. The state fair, the Michigan State
Correct.
Fair is coming back to, the Suburban
This is the
Collection
third year.
Showplace. Third year, bigger and better than ever. Twice as big a tent, I understand, for the
You
circus.
shared that with me. So 3 years ago, 2 years, it was 3 years now, Michigan State the fair found a home here in Novi at the Suburban Collection Showplace. Happens over Labor Day weekend,
Right.
Friday to Monday, and it's all the events that are traditional to a state fair.
Yeah.
So that's a great opportunity for people to come out and see community members and
Look at all the exciting opportunities coming up for the Novi residents or the viewers or their families and guests. It's, I've always said if you can't find it in Novi, you don't need it, and that's just not goods. That's entertainment too.
You know what I couldn't find in Novi?
What?
A dog park.
Well, we're going to do something about that, aren't we? When does that open up?
Well, you just said if I couldn't find it in Novi, I didn't need it.
Well, you don't need it, but we do need it, and that's why we're going to get it. You don't need it until we do have it. Then you're going to need it. And you're going to need a license to bring your dog there. I know the animal control manager in the county, and he's a very strict young man.
My son would say he's not strict, he's firm. He's firm. Are you firm?
I'm very firm.
Okay.
A very strict, firm young man.
Saturday, October 4th.
October 4th.
We are
Dog.
actually going to have members from your team out in Oakland County
My
doing a
team,
pet
the
adoption.
Oakland County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center, are going to
Yep.
be there with some pets that are
Looking
for
for homes
adoption.
on Saturday, October 4th.
Right.
And we will then celebrate the grand opening of a dog park,
Yes.
which is near the Novi Ice Arena,
Right behind it,
right behind the Novi Ice Arena off of Nick Lidstrom Drive.
Nick Lidstrom Drive. We all know who Nick Lidstrom is.
We all do know who Nick Lidstrom is. And that's going to be a great morning. I think it's from 10 to noon that day. So watch for more details as that unfolds. But that was budgeted in approved in last year's budget. It's been under construction, and the grass will be complete later this fall or this summer and
Wonderful.
ready to open. So
Wonderful,
exciting.
wonderful.
Look at, we just named 4 or 5 events off the top of our head.
Just like that, without any preparation, really.
I know. Wonder how many gallons of ice cream we're going to go through at the dog park grand opening.
Oh, well, I don't know. Am I going to be there?
You are going to be there.
Oh, then we'll go through some. That's for darn sure.
Should we do a follow-up to our last update, Novi? Because those that watch our show religiously, and I know there are some people.
Of course there are. There's thousands of people that watch our show religiously. Maybe hundreds of thousands.
Maybe
I'm not
hundreds
sure.
of thousands.
Uh-huh.
You made a request
I
while
did.
we were at Guernsey's.
To Mr. Marty McGuire, the
You did?
owner of Guernsey's Dairy.
Yeah.
I did. I requested an ice cream be made and, tin roof. It was Mayor Bob's favorite ice cream.
Uh-huh.
And a real tin roof has a chocolate covered peanut,
Yeah.
not just any peanut. It's got to be chocolate covered. So we'll see. I think we should do an update.
No, I'm
follow-up.
thinking we should let people know that it's available.
Well,
It's going to be available.
it's going to be available. I was told today that it's going to be available under a different name, though. I don't think they bought the Mayor Bob's name, but
Mayor Bob's Hot Tin Roof?
I'm not sure what it's going to be called, but I do know that tin roof ice cream is going to be available at Guernsey's Dairy any day.
That's exciting.
I'm very excited.
That's very exciting.
Everybody should be excited.
So
this is big news in Novi.
And we'll follow up with another park happening. We mentioned last time that Guernsey's ice cream was going to be available at Lakeshore Park.
And it is. I was
It's
there
going-
Sunday, and they
It's
had
going
Guernsey's ice
over
cream.
very well.
It is,
And they're
yes.
doing very well. It's
Yes.
been very well received. Every day. We didn't think it would be every day. They've been open every day.
Every day.
Early afternoon to early evening.
People
So-
rave about it.
And they have been very successful up there and are hoping to expand.
You know what?
And
We're talking about Guernsey's, but people rave about Paradise Park,
They
too.
do.
They rave. Listen, you hear all the fun that's going on
48
behind?
gallons of
48
ice cream.
gallons of ice cream a week.
week.
But it's a soft serve ice cream. It's a little bit different than
I
Guernsey's.
wonder how they measure that 48 gallons.
I don't know. We'd have to ask the owner.
Yeah, we
and
should have
she's not
asked.
here right now.
We should have asked how they measure that 48 gallons.
Well, I don't know. That's a good question.
Because I bet if I was to soft serve a single versus you soft serving a single, I bet mine would be bigger.
I'm not.
Okay.
Are we ready for the spaceship? Because we're going to go on a
We are.
ride pretty soon.
We are going to take a ride. But
Okay.
you know what? Thanks for joining me. It turned
We have
out to
fun,
be
don't we?
We do have a good time. It turned out to be an absolutely gorgeous
Perfect day,
out
perfect,
here
yes.
in Novi. As we know, it's always a great day in
Yes.
Novi. But thank you, as always, for joining us here on Update Novi. And today at Paradise Park, we encourage you to come down and meet our friends Jeff and Theresa and enjoy some fun out here in Novi. If you can't make it out to one of our parks and you're on Grand River, stop here at Paradise Park in Novi. And as always, we thank you for watching us and ask you to stay tuned to Novi Television and to watch us on demand at cityofnovi.org. If you are wondering what the heck we were talking about as you were watching this on TV, you can always go to cityofnovi.org and find our shows and rewatch it again.
And I urge you to do so.
Until next time, take care.